Body language. When the eyes say one thing and the tongue another, the practiced person relies on the language of the first. That's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Did you realize that the vast majority of communication actually is done in a nonverbal manner? It is true. Oftentimes, it is what we do not verbally say that expresses so much. Body language is the area of communication that is nonverbal. It consists of evaluating someone's gestures, poses, facial expressions, and even eye movements in order to gain a better understanding of what someone is saying, hiding, or how they feel about something. Having a basic understanding of body language can go a long way toward helping you understand what others are feeling, as well as helping to keep your own in check while listening to others. Body language is just another helpful way to read someone. You have probably been reading people's body language since you were a child, knowing when the adults around you were angry, upset, or relaxed, without them needing to say a word. What body language looks like. Have you ever seen someone using their hands as they speak? That is body language. Other examples include pointing, rolling your eyes in disgust, playing with your hair, crossing your arms, and even putting your hands on your hips. Each of these displays of body language says something about the person who is doing them, as well as how that person may feel about what she or he is listening to. As a listener, it is important to be aware of the types of body language you may be displaying. If, for example, you are in a conference or meeting and listening to someone speak, and you put your elbow on the desk and lean your head up against your hand, as if you are holding your head up, it may appear that you are bored. If you are sitting in your chair or standing and have your arms folded across your chest, it may appear as though you are closed off or against what you are listening to. When we listen to someone, there is so much more to it than just the words that come out of the speaker's mouth and go into our ears. A good exercise is to purposely observe this in action. For the next day or so, pay attention to the nonverbal communication that you see taking place around you. Pick up on as much of it as you can and see what helps you determine about the speaker and what is being said. Common examples of body language. Here are some of the most common signs of body language that you are likely to come across or even engage in, along with the usual interpretation of such actions. While they may not be set in stone, they are general interpretations that hold true for the majority of people. Body language as the listener. As a listener, you can use body language cues in two ways. First, it is helpful in learning more about what the speaker is trying to communicate. As a listener, you can pick up on how the speaker feels about the subject matter. Also, as a listener, you can use body language to make sure you are displaying the type of nonverbal communication that you intend. Keep in mind that there always are going to be exceptions to these body language gestures. Some people may be in wheelchairs, using crutches, or have other such issues that may keep them from doing certain things and prompts them to do others. However, this information applies to most people, especially those without such issues. Helpful tools. Body language is an in-depth field of study. In this lesson, you have just gotten a brief overview of what it is and why it is important. Body language can be used in all areas of your life and with all relationships. To learn more, consider taking the Body Language course through Universal Class, which you can find here at this URL. The first mentioned phrase will be a nonverbal body language, and the second will be the interpretation. Walking tall and briskly means the person is confident. Standing with both hands on the hips is seen as a sign of aggression. Sitting with legs crossed and kicking one leg back and forth suggests the person is bored. Sitting down with the legs apart or comfortable means the person is relaxed and open. Arms crossed over chest suggests the person is on the defense or closed off. Walking slumped over with hands in the pockets means the person is sad. Having a hand on the cheek means the person is thinking or evaluating something. Touching or rubbing the nose is a sign of lying or doubt. Rubbing the eye is a sign of disbelief. Clasping the hands behind the back shows that the person is angry or frustrated. means the person is nervous. Resting head in hands and looking down indicates the person is bored. Hand rubbing can be a sign of eagerness. Sitting with legs crossed and the hands clasped behind the person's head is seen as a sign of confidence or feeling superior. Open hands or palms indicate the person is open. Tapping the fingers on the table, the person is impatient. Playing with the hair suggests the person feels insecure. Tilting the head indicates the listener is interested. Using the hands to stroke the chin means the person is trying to make a decision. Looking down and turning the face away shows the listener is in disbelief. Biting the nails or skin around nails indicates the person is nervous. Pulling the ear means the person is showing indecision.